السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Brothers and sisters, there's a very short hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just 4 words, but it's a very, very powerful hadith and a reminder. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-mar'u ma'a man ahab." Al-mar'u ma'a man ahab. Basically, it means that every person will be with the one whom he loves. You and I will be with the one that we love. So who do you love? I want us to think about this, especially the young people here in the Musalla, because I know regular season has started for the NBA, and basketball league is going on in the gymnasium, and we come and we compete, and we wear jerseys, and we try to imitate certain athletes. And as we play and perform on the court, we're moving with the ball, but in our minds there's a moving of our favorite player. And then in break time or after the game or before the game, we get into discussions about who's a better player and who's the best of all time and who's the GOAT. And I remember, when I was growing up, and I'm still growing up, people in school wanted to shave their heads. People who had beautiful hair wanted to shave their heads because they wanted to be like someone, because they loved that person so much. I remember people wanting to go out and buy a particular brand of shoes, and they would spend all of their allowance on a pair of sneakers because a certain player wore those sneakers. And those who couldn't afford those sneakers, they would get whatever sneakers they could, but they would tie their laces just like their favorite player tied their laces. If you asked me in those days, or if you asked young people nowadays about their favorite athlete, they'll tell you so much. They'll tell you their stats. They'll tell you how many games they've played, how many seasons they've played, when they were drafted, number what in the lottery, how many championships they've won, how many teams they've played with, how many wives they've had, how many children they have, what they like to eat for their dinner, all kinds of things. These are signs of love. These are signs of love. When I want to know more about someone, when I want to be like someone, even when I perform on the court, I think I am performing like my favorite person, because I want to do everything like them. Al-mar'u ma'a man ahab. Everyone will be with those whom they love. Who do you want to be with? Who do you love? I want to be with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I know all of you want to be with him too. But do I really love Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? How much do I know about him? I could tell you the special stats of Michael Jordan. I could tell you all the things that he has achieved that no other player has achieved. I can go down the list. How many special features of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam can I tell you? How many unique characteristics of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam can I list for you? How many times during the day do I think about him? Do I talk about him? Do I want to learn about him? Do I want to be like him? Brothers and sisters, al-mar'u ma'a man ahab. We will be with those whom we love. We may not be able to worship like Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We may not be able to fight jihad like Khalid ibn Walid. We may not be able to give in charity like Uthman ibn Affan. We may not be able to teach ilm like Abdullah ibn Abbas. We may not be able to do these things. We may never be able to do enough to be with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the hereafter. But if we love Him, if we truly love Him, then we can be with Him. Even though we haven't done enough to deserve to be with Him. And this is grace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and out of the dua of our Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam that we have that opportunity. And so, brothers and sisters, inshallah tomorrow night, we're starting a series. Every Monday night after Isha, we will sit down for about an hour and learn about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and be inspired by him and hopefully rekindle a light of love inside of our hearts for him. Next, the first of the series starts tomorrow. Tomorrow we will talk about the special qualities of Rasulullah. What made him unique from everybody else, including the other prophets. What made him truly special and unique, so that we can be proud of being of his ummah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Next week, next Monday, we will start talking about the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam from different angles. We'll talk about him as a community leader. And then we will talk about him as a husband and a father. And then we will talk about him as a worshipper. And then we will talk about him as a teacher. And inshaAllah ta'ala, the last part in the series, we will talk about what we owe to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What we owe to him. And inshaAllah ta'ala, if you attend every session of these 6-part series, at the end, inshaAllah ta'ala, I intend to have a competition. Have a competition where young people and old people will participate, inshaAllah ta'ala. And the competition will test your knowledge, how much you know Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It will be a test, inshaAllah, for all of us to see, to evaluate ourselves. How much do we truly know about Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam? It will be a team competition. Young people and older people will participate, and the winner, inshallah ta'ala, will get a prize. So, but I don't promise that right now. I want to see first how many people are going to attend these talks, and then if really people are interested, then inshallah ta'ala we'll do that. So don't forget, tomorrow night, starting tomorrow night after Salat al-Isha, every Monday for the next 6 weeks, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach us that which is beneficial and help us benefit from what we learn. I think Brother Shakil wants to know what the prize is going to be. We'll have to distinguish the A students from the B students from the C students, right? So it'll be primarily based on what we go over, but there will be some other extra stuff in there, inshallah. جزاكم الله خيرا سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك